Hello, this is Niels from 𝗔𝗯ance course, and I welcome you to this clip. Today I would like to show you how helpful a color scheme is for your session organization. And for this example, I use Pro Tools because I work with that kind of DAW for a very long time. I like it a lot, and especially for its color options. But you can use a color scheme in any kind of DAW you like to work with, as long as you're able to color the tracks and clips inside your preferred DAW. But why is a color scheme so interesting and important? Why to color your session? With a color scheme, you will have a faster overview even in a small session, and even more when your sessions get bigger. And a better overview makes, at least for me in my production, the whole process much smoother and comfortable. It is better to watch for a longer time when you see likely colors, the ones that you choose for your color scheme. And the coloring is just one part of my session organization beside a naming scheme and, of course, the order and routing of the whole tracks. Before we get closer into the color scheme, I would like to take a quick overview with you, because every DAW handles this on their own, and I like the option that we Pro Tools users have for the color setting. So here's just a quick overview. If you don't know Pro Tools yet, we can have two windows for the editing and also for the mixing part. Let me activate a track. Here you can see this is the editing window with the track and the clip on the timeline. And we can also have a mixer view. Here's the one channel in the mixer view. Many people like to work just inside the editing window, and you can activate here as well some I/O setting to have the fader as well. But I don't use this much. I like to work just with this setting. And here is a track with no color setting. Let me activate a track with a color. We can have a color for the clip and as well for the track itself. And this is copied to this side of the mixer window. So I prefer to have the clip color as the same as the track color. And when creating new tracks, Pro Tools have some standard colors for every track type. There's an audio track. If I create a new audio track, you will see it gets the same blue color. And for example, if I create let's say a new instrument track, then we have these deeper orange color or light brown as you like to see that. And we have two main option or preference settings to work with colors in Pro Tools. Here we go to the main to the window option and now have the color palette. And this is the setting which colors you can work with, and you have many different settings. You can also change the UI scene to dark mode. I like to work in the classic mode, but when you watch many videos of Pro Tools or on the Avid side, you probably see most of the time the darker UI theme of Pro Tools. So we stay in the classic one, and I don't want to go too deep inside that, but here you have many options to change the whole view, how you like to see the colors. And what I really like is the second option in the preference, and on the display there you have the general color setting, and this is that you have the default clip color coding is set to the track color. So this implements that when you have a clip or record a clip or copy a clip, it will get the same color as the track setting. So let me change this to green, and when I copy now, this clip to that track, the clip gets the same green color. And what I also really like is that we have the waveform itself is the same color as the track, and the background is a bit lighter. I believe for me it is easier to watch and find the clips even in a larger session when the waveform does not have all the same colors. In some other DAWs you find that the waveforms of all clips, and it doesn't matter which track color it has or the clip background color, they all are black or white. And I don't like that, because it is not so viewable for me. So this is one of the best thing of the color setting from Pro Tools in my view. Maybe you see the other way around, or you prefer this as well. One thing I would like to add, and this is in the mixing window, and when we now choose the color palette and use this one, the tracks, and then we can define the track header saturation. This is set to 100. If I reduce this, you can see that the color from the tracks disappear. I like to see this with 100% or what it is. So this is my favorite saturation, with the full 100 setting to see the color in its full potential. Now I would like to show you my color scheme and how and why I decided on the color setting. And this changed from time to time, but in the last few years it stays exactly the same. It took a few years to get to that point, to have that color scheme exactly how I want it. And let's start with the drums. And you can see I have two different colors, and this is the reason when I recorded or worked with a real drum set that was recorded with microphones, I have these darker brown, because I have the vision for when I think of drums, I think of wood, and this is the color for me for wood. And for the drums that have a virtual resource like a virtual drum kit, maybe from Toontrack or something like that, I give that that kind of color. When I open all the sessions and I see directly which kind of drums I worked in that song, so I get to the point to set there some lighter brown color. The next one is the bass guitar gets the deep purple color, because for me is the deeper sound that kind of purple color, and so this is set for the bass guitar. All other guitars get this kind of red, because they are the most of the time of my songs guitars plays a big role, so they get the attention color. And when I work with instruments, recorded instruments like piano or trumpet or something like that, I have this orange color. And let me choose this one at first, and this is the instrument. This is for the virtual instruments. Let me do this, and so here I see directly it's the same color as the drums, but I know this is the virtual instruments. I know what the resource is. The next one is the vocals. The vocals get the standard blue color from the Pro Tools audio type track. When you create a new track, you have that color, and that stays for me. I like blue as well, so it's fine for me. When I have some background vocals, they get the lighter blue, and when I have also a core or something like that, it gets some of these attention green. And then we come to the FX tracks or aux tracks. These get that kind of green where all my reverbs or delays stays in the inserts. And when I create some subgroups, maybe I have recorded a guitar amp with 2 microphones and I route them to one track, I have this type of green color for the group tracks. And then we have the subgroup tracks. The subgroup tracks is where all, for example, all drums or drum tracks get routed to, and the group gets the same color as the main tracks. So for example, if I would do this for the drums, and that would be my drum subgroup, put that there, and then this gets also the same color as the main tracks, and this dark brown. And you can see that the inserts don't, and the sends don't get the color in the background, or this is the type of the group or of the folder setting. And I can see exactly right. This is the drum group because the color stays in the upper and in the footer, but not on the inserts and sends. The next is the VCA, and this gets a yellow color. All VCA channels, well, when I use them, typically I use 5 to 6 VCA channels to control some groups or some tracks together. They all have the yellow color. When I work with MIDI tracks, very few times, I just stay with the deep purple color. I believe this is the standard MIDI track color when you create a new MIDI track. Yes, that is. And so I don't have a specific color for that. When I use the 2-track, this is the 2-track aux track where all tracks or subgroups get routed to. I have also this type of green. It's nearly the FX, a bit darker. And the 2-rack track where the final track gets re-recorded had also the attention color of the guitars. This is the reason they are in the order very far from itself, so it's fine for me if they have the same color. And then when I have some reference songs in a song mix, then they get these pink color. And also my monitor track, a deeper red color. This is where the output is routed to my interface. So this is my color scheme, and I would like to show you this in a recording session that I work at the time, and then you can see how this looks in a bigger real session. Here we are now in the session of the song called Fairy Tale of You. You can see this is a bigger track, also a bigger track for me with many different tracks. So when we change to the mixing window, here you can see clearly the difference of the coloring, and that I can see very fast where I am, what kind of track it is, without reading the track. So I can just have a look that I want to get to the guitars. I see the reds, and then I can pick the one that I like. And here, to show you, I can bring all into the folder and have a very clear overview. Even with less tracks, I have my main color setting and a very good overview. And just for the coloring, you can see here is a track with many colors, and this has the reason. This is working comping track of the main vocals that we recorded, and here we can have a look at the playlist, and every take I recorded has a different color. And when I comp the track, I can see exactly from which track or from which take I use the final part to create the final vocal track. Yeah, this is also helpful when you record different takes and set different color, and then you see exactly where it comes from. I hope this was useful for you and that you can create your own color scheme. Just use colors you like, or when you have the feeling that this type of color works for the type of track, like for me with the brown color for drum tracks where I think of a piece of wood. You don't need to overthink this. Create your color scheme and work with it. I'm sure it will help you in the session organization in the near future. If you like, post me your color scheme in the comments and tell me your story and how you use the color scheme in your preferred DAW. When you like to get to know more about me, my music, and the content I have created for you, then please have a look at my website. It's 𝗔𝗯cie_𝗧𝗵𝗲.com. Thanks for watching and stay tuned till the next time.